And now another small adventure.
Whether you're taking a step or trekking a few miles, I'm glad you joined me on Coffee with Dubs today. Now, grab a seat, because this one's special to me.
This morning started out like most do. I got up, loaded my dogs into the truck, and headed back to Stafford Forge. We were just here yesterday, but if you ask the dogs, it's never the same place twice. Every stick is new, every trail has a different smell, and every splash into the water is somehow just as exciting as the last one. Sitting out here this morning before I've even had breakfast, I realized there's something to be learned from that. They don't need a brand new adventure to enjoy the day. They're pretty happy finding joy in any place they've already been. Every morning, I call my mom and dad. It's something I've been doing for a long time now. I also try to call my son, but I don't push that one as much because if he doesn't answer, I know he's probably working. He's 23 years old, working hard, building his own life, and learning what independence looks like. And as much as I miss talking to him every day, I also know that given space to become your own person is part of what being a dad is. Sometimes loving someone means being available without demanding their attention. Before work, Rachel packed my dinner while I was taking a nap. And it probably doesn't sound like much, but after all these years together, I've realized that's what love starts looking like. It's not always flowers or date nights or grand romantic gestures. Sometimes it's making sure your spouse has something good to eat for an evening shift. Sometimes it's nice knowing each other's routines so well that taking care of one another becomes second nature. The drive to work reminded me how quickly life can change. Traffic came to a complete stop on 9, and as I got closer, I saw a little white SUV had been punched in the front. For a second, my stomach dropped because I thought the car belonged to someone in my family, somebody I knew, but thankfully I didn't. It's amazing though how the mind shoots from worrying about being late to work to suddenly hoping that no one in the family is getting terrible news. In an instant, all those little inconveniences stopped feeling important. Work was work, a normal Monday/Saturday in my world, and honestly, I was okay with that. I looked at my schedule before leaving the house and realized there wasn't anything overwhelming waiting for me when I got there. My job is to serve other people, and somewhere along the way, I've stopped looking at that like a burden and started treating it as a purpose. The younger version of me would have spent the entire day looking for excitement. The older version of me understands there's something satisfying about simply showing up and doing your job well. The best part of my day wasn't even something anyone else would have noticed. Rachel and I ended up having one of those conversations. You know, the ones where you're laughing, bouncing ideas back and forth, and just enjoying each other's company. I couldn't even tell you what exactly we were talking about anymore, but I remember exactly how it felt. Later that night, I talked to my dad again. Earlier in the day, we had a conversation that hadn't been that great, but this time we ended up talking about a movie he's watching. Nothing profound, nothing life-changing, just two conversations with two people I love. As I laid in bed, thinking about the day, I realized something. There wasn't a single huge moment worth writing home about. No promotions, no major accomplishments, no incredible adventures. But when I started replaying the day in my head, every moment that mattered was small. Walking the dogs, calling my parents, trying to catch my son, Rachel packing my dinner, laughing together, talking movies with Dad, even that brief moment in traffic that reminded me not to take another day for granted. I think we spend so much of our time chasing the next big thing that we forget where life actually happens. We tell ourselves we'll slow down after the promotion, after the vacation, after the retirement, after we finally accomplish whatever goal is we put in front of ourselves. But while we're busy chasing those big moments, our lives are quietly being built by the little ones. A phone call, a shared laugh, a meal packed by a loved one, or even a walk with the dogs. None of them seem important by themselves, but together, they become the story of who we are. We spend our entire lives chasing big moments, only to discover that it's the little ones that built everything. So thanks for being here for another pour of Coffee with Dubs. Until next time, keep pouring into those little moments, because one day you'll realize they were the big ones all along. I'm out of here.